Good night, everyone. I hope you all have your numbers ready. It is weigh-in day. It is the beginning of our fourth week. I can't believe that we are at week 4 already. It has been a journey. It has been a little rough, but at least we are still here. And I hope you are all feeling as great as I am. Good evening and welcome to 30 Days Weight Loss Challenge. Let's welcome our moderator, Lucy. I hope you had a good day, Lucy. And let's welcome our members. We have Rosemary, we have Loretta, and on the top, we also have Jill. And let's welcome our faithful subscriber. Hi, Makeup Forever. I saw your post. And Titi, how are you doing? Well, guys, it is week 4, our final week. And today's weigh in. Today we're going to talk about how much pounds we have lost. And some of you might have stepped back and lose a bit. And some of you might have gain a few pounds. We don't know what is going on. I am feeling great and I hope you're feeling great. So what we're going to be doing tonight, we are going to talk about a little bit about weight loss, a little bit about meal replacement. We're going to also talk a little bit about carbohydrates. And we are going to have our weigh in. We're going to talk about what we're going to be doing for the final week of the 10 pounds weight loss challenge. And then we're just going to chit chat at the end of on how we could make this a week, the final week for 10 pounds, the best week that we have so far. Now, what have we been doing? Last week, we were eating a half of what we normally eat. We were also doing meal replacement with either a small salad or a smoothie. We were drinking 48 ounces of water. We were cutting back and sweet stuff, sugar for say. We were trying to get into bed to have at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep. And we were also trying not to eat after 7 p.m. And we were also trying to work out for at least 30 to 45 minutes per day. Now, how many of you have been actually working out and really staying with your workout routine or work out at least 5 times for the week? Well, so far I have been doing pretty fine. Really and truly, I am now enjoying working out again. I just realized what I was missing out on, not really being dedicated to working out. So it is vital to any weight loss program that you're going to be doing. When you move, you actually help to speed up the metabolism. And not only that, when you move, you tend to burn more calories, which is vital for weight loss, along with cutting back and some of the processed food that you might eat in will speed up the weight loss process. We're also going to talk a little bit about processed food tonight. That I forget to mention on the top of the hour. So to begin, the very first thing I want to do, I want to hear from you guys how you have been doing. How was the last week for you? Did you pull through well, or was it a struggle? Or are you at the stage where you are now getting into the groove of losing weight? Let me take a few comments and then we're going to talk a little bit about processed food. Okay, just a little about processed food and then we are going to move on. I'm going to take about 4 comments. Let me know how the week went for you. When it comes on to water, I forget that we're drinking, when we were talking what we were doing, we're also drinking as much water, at least 48 ounces of water. Anyone want to do a quick update? Give me a quick update on how the week went for you. Last week, this is the beginning of our final week for 10 pounds. Now, if you're on the challenge and you're on a journey, not to worry because it's the final week. We're really not going to stop here. We're going to keep going. I personally, I'm going to keep going because I need to drop at least 30 pounds. Okay, I need to drop at least 30 pounds. So the 10 pounds is not going to cut it up for me. So, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are also trying to lose more than 10 pounds. So we're going to keep the weight loss challenge going. The thing that we're not going to do is to come on every night or every other night. We are going to tune in once per week for the weight loss challenge. However, we have our Facebook page where we're going to be communicating every day on the Facebook page. We also are going to be doing our rooms. They have rooms over there where we could join together and do a show, like a meeting in the rooms, which I'm looking forward to. So we're going to bring back the skincare challenge, however, which is going to work like this, which is every other night. I'm trying to wait for the comment. Anybody want to comment and let me know what happened last week? No one is commenting, so I guess everyone want to just hold. It's never ever a good sign when people are not quick to comment on what went on last week. Titi, I need to work out more, so I found some videos on YouTube and dance video. I like to dance. I only lost 5 pounds. All right, keep it. That's good. That's you have one more week. You have one more week. A lot can happen in 1 week. And that is excellent because that is something. And remember, we're doing this in a natural way. We're trying to get rid of the pounds in a natural way. Loretta, I lost 7 pounds so far and drink 64 ounces of water, more salad and green vegetables. And that is the way to go. So people are losing. Makeup Forever, I saw your post earlier. I lost 11 pounds. Eileen, I went from 38 to 36. So people are dropping a few pounds. And guys, even if you have lost only 1 pound, it is good because we are doing this in a natural way. And the fact that you're losing weight, it means that you're going to continue. You just need to be more motivated. And I'm sure when we have our meeting where we can see each other face to face, you're going to be even more motivated to keep going. Now, let's talk about processed food. When you are trying to lose weight, it is very vital for you to take note of the amount of processed food that you consume. Now, what is processed food? Processed food are normally food that you find like in cans, and also food like are like meat and stuff that went through a process where they tend to use like a lot of salt in it, like salami and sausages and what else, all of those kind of processed meat, and as I mentioned before, like canned food. The reason why weight loss, those really don't work well, is the fact that they are loaded with salt, which is sodium. Okay, and also the way that they process them, you got to be mindful of the fat content, and even some of them the carbohydrate content. So when you're trying to lose weight, it is best to eat fresh food. I know that for some people it's very difficult for you to prepare food, especially if you're very, very busy. But when you prepare your own food and fresh food, you can control what goes into what you're preparing. And fresh food also will help to cut back on calories, because you're not going to go in the kitchen and make a big old pie and sit and eat it because you're losing weight. You're going to be gravitating more towards the healthier stuff because you're doing it for you, and preparing it, you're going to be mindful that you don't need to add on all of that calories. Somebody want to know, does menopause make it harder? I'm positive it does, because I used to drop my weight much faster younger years. Now, I don't want to, I got to figure out how to answer this without, I'm not answering your menopause question because I'm not a doctor. Guys, I got to try to figure out how to say that. Right. But, it's not about menopause really when it comes on to losing weight at an older age. The issue is that when you get older, your body is slowing down. Okay, the older you get is the less flexible you are. Everything is dropping. Even your glycemic index, everything is just falling off. So in order for you to lose weight, the honest truth is you have to put more effort. Just think about you having a machine that is getting old. Let's say it's a machine that you have to crank up. When you just get this new machine, you throw things in, you boom, 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 crank up, everything come out nice and sparkling clean. When it starts to get older, cranking it up, it's gonna make a lot of sound because it's older, and when you take things out, it's not as clean. That is just the way it is when you are getting older, and that is why it is very vital for you to move. It is very vital for you to move. You know, when we're younger, like myself, when I was younger, I move a lot. I was so into working out, I was addicted to it. I want to move, 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 move. But the honest truth is, when you are younger, you have a faster metabolism. You can actually cut on back on what you eat and to little or no workout, and you're still going to lose the weight. When you get older, because the metabolism slowed down tremendously, it means that you got to find something to rev it up. You got to find something to rev it up, and that is working out. So older people, believe it or not, should be working out more than younger people. When you work out, it's going to boost a circulation, and it's also going to boost metabolism, and it's also going to help the blood to flow, the heart to beat, and the body is going to feel alive, and it's going to be able to function better. Very, very slow weight loss when you're at an older age. The food take longer to process, it take longer to digest. So yes, it does happen. However, it's not necessarily because of menopause. Okay. All right. So Joy, I didn't do no exercise because I was in great pain after too much workout the week before. So I just lose 1 pound 12 ounces. Now here is your problem. When you start to work out the very first week, yes, your body is going to feel like that because all of those joints and muscles that you have not been using for ever so long, then it's just going to get feel really, really sore. The trick is not to stop for the entire week, because it's going to get seized up again. What you should have been doing is change what you normally do. What you were doing that caused all these muscles to, get sore, you should do some workout that target other muscles. As a matter of fact, you should just at least walk. Okay, if the muscles are sore and you don't want to do like the weight lifting and all of this kind of thing that we tend to do to speed up all the workout, then you should walk on the spot. Okay, walk on the spot and basically do some light exercise to keep the joint intact, because next week when you go back, it's like you're going to be starting all over again. And if you're on the chat and you are you know anything about working out, I'm not an expert, I just do things for myself, then you can also comment and share your feedback on this question that was asked by Joy. Okay. All right. So processed food again. Processed food, guys, you need to stay away from the canned stuff. I'm going to give you a trick that I do practice. I like green beans. And I like a lot of green peas, that is. I like a lot of green peas. However, if I'm using any form of a peas, whether it's red peas, green peas, or whatever, that is from the can, what I normally do, I do not use the liquid that comes in the can. I normally pour it in a colander, rinse it off completely, and then I use the beans. I throw that water out. That water is loaded with sodium and all the stuff that you don't need, all the stuff that help to preserve the beans. So if you're using canned food like beans, then you can rinse it off. When it comes on to like sardine and the rest of stuff, you got to be mindful of the amount of intake that you take during the time that you are trying to lose weight. Another thing that falls on the processed food is all of those frozen food do fall on the processed food. Now they have certain kinds of frozen food that you can eat, like the vegetables. Those are just frozen, like the cut up carrots and the cut up spinach and all of that. But when it comes on to the pot pie, what else they have frozen, the chicken wings and all these kind of frozen food. You also got to be mindful of those, because the preparation could be loaded with salt, loaded with butter, or high in carbohydrate or high in sugar. Those things prevent weight loss. You go home, you feel a little hungry, you take something, a frozen dinner from the fridge, you pop it open, and you never know how much calories you're consuming. So always read the label, and as I suggest, if it's going to be like peas and stuff, rinse off. Anyone else have any form of advice, how to avoid, excess frozen food when you're processed food when you're trying to lose weight? Go ahead and make the comment on the comment panel right now. Elaine, drink whey protein drink for muscle pain. It's a miracle. I'm telling you, it feeds your muscle. Okay, so someone is giving you advice for protein. Lucy, note when the body start and okay, moving the body is essential. I skipped that out. It's warm up the joints, lubricate them, just like the piston in a car. All right, so Lucy, you guys, you are on the comment. You can go ahead and read Lucy comment. I skip a word, but Lucy know why I skipped that word. So go and read Lucy comment that she just posted. Okay. All right, guys. So we just spoke about frozen food, and those are something that you need to avoid when you're trying to lose weight. Now, Makeup Forever had lost over at least 11 pounds in 3 weeks. Now, Makeup, do you mind sharing some of the tips, some of your practice that you did throughout the 3 weeks to have get you to 11 pounds down? Share if you don't mind. Now we have Essie. Please, is apple cider vinegar good for weight loss, and how should I use it, please? All right, well, I posted a video last week showing you how I made my apple cider vinegar. I make my apple cider vinegar in just using water, and I add a little cinnamon to it to help pep it up, and also had a little bit of a cayenne pepper to it to help to pep it up. Now, when it comes on to apple cider vinegar, you can choose to drink apple cider vinegar either hot or cold. However, if you really want the full benefit of apple cider vinegar, you should try to drink it cold, because when you pour the hot water, especially if the water is very hot, what it does is it rob you from the probiotics that is in the apple cider vinegar. That is a form of a healthy bacteria for the gut. So hot water in apple cider vinegar is actually going to diminish the amount. You're still going to get some, but it's going to get rid of most of the probiotic, and that is vital for the weight loss and also keeping the stomach, in a decent situation. So try to drink the apple cider vinegar cold if you can. If you're having it first thing in the morning, it's very, very hard to drink it cold unless you are a person that is accustomed to drinking apple cider vinegar, to drinking cold drinks in the morning. But definitely try for the cold apple cider vinegar. Now, apple cider vinegar could also irritate your stomach, so be mindful of that. I prefer to mix it in water before I consume it. Some people are doing apple cider vinegar shots where they just pour a little and just take a shot. If you're doing the apple cider vinegar shot, I suggest that you get a bottle of water, you take your shot, and then you just drink your water right after that. But cold is better. You need no more than a teaspoon. The most for the day is a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, which is round about the shot of apple cider vinegar. You don't need to be drinking like 2-3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar per day for your weight loss. A tablespoon is good. And if you are not the type of person that can just take it or drink it with water, you can actually use it to make as a, to add it to your salad dressing, sprinkle it on whatever your vegetable or so. I don't like that because I don't like the taste of apple cider vinegar. Neither do I like the smell of apple cider vinegar, but I do use apple cider vinegar because of the weight loss benefits and also other benefits that it have, such as the probiotic for the stomach. TT, congratulations, Makeup Forever. Donna Simit, hi ladies, I'm trying I try putting on them plastic wrap on my legs and arms, and it's not staying on with the Vicks Vapor Rub. What can I do? Okay, I had, as a matter of fact, I have about 3 videos showing you how to wrap the stomach. When you wrap the stomach, if you I think I probably did a video where I kind of skinned you with it. No, you cannot be. You gotta wrap it twice. Wrap it twice. So like when you put the first part on, double it again, and then you leave it, and then you're gonna wear something that is tight fitting. Like if you have one of those like girdle on these, you know, or a long one. They used to have some that they call like the stocking one that could come all the way up. So you pull that up, and that is gonna keep it tight. Or if you have a tight pants that go over your belly button, then you're gonna pull that up, and it's gonna keep it in place. Or if you have one of those you know, trim thing, then you can put that on to help to keep it up. But if you double it twice, if you use a plastic wrap and you double it, you cross back the first loop and go around, then it will stay on. And then you just go on workout. The trick is to wrap it tight. 2 or 3 wrap is good. It's a lot of ways a saran wrap, but it does work. And if you're not sure what she's talking about, I post a butter that you can actually rub on your stomach. I've used it before, so I made a new videos, and a lot of people use it, and it worked. However, for that butter, you rub it on your stomach before you go to work out, and it's always best to kind of wrap it with something so that, you know, it can help your body to sweat. If you have anything like rubbery, you know, like some rubbery kind of a gurgle or stuff like that, when you apply it on your skin, you can actually pull it up over it. You go work out or walk around with it, and it's going to help you to sweat. It's going to help to burn belly fat. Works like a charm, but as I said, you got to move and groove when you are using it for effective result. If you have a question, go ahead and ask right now, because we are gonna move on. Try red wine vinegar. It made from grapes, not wine. Okay, red wine or white wine vinegar. A couple of years ago, I used to be religiously using red wine and white wine vinegar, and those you're gonna find in the grocery store, where you have like the olive oil, where you have like the special oils, where you have the apple cider vinegar. That's where you're gonna find those, and some of them might be a little pricey, while some of them is reasonable price. Those are what I use for salad, and on my salad, they do have a flavor made from either red wine or white wine, and you mix it just like how you mix, you know, other things. Donna Simit, you are from the island of Jamaica, and where in Jamaica are you watching from? All right, so that's a good advice, Lucy, for the red wine vinegar. It's still not apple cider vinegar. It is still not apple cider vinegar. The process is different, but you still get, you know, some benefit from using the either red or white wine vinegar. And very, very tangy, perfect for salad dressing. Ensu, can I still eat rice when losing weight? Of course you can. It all depends on your metabolism, and it's all depends on the amount of rice that you eat. The thing about eating rice, guys, when it comes beauties, when it comes on to eating rice, a lot of people trying to lose weight is often being saying, I'm not going to eat rice, I'm not going to eat flour, because those are going to put weight on me. However, they go and they eat something else that is high in carbohydrate, not realizing that carbohydrate is carbohydrate. Whether you get it from rice, whether you get it from sugar, whether you get it from flour, it's carbohydrate. So eating rice is not a deal breaker for weight loss. The issue is how much do you eat and how much carbohydrate you are intaking. That is what you need to watch. So if you have a half a cup of rice, and that half a cup of rice might surprise you that it might only contain 65%, 65 gram of carbohydrate, you can have that, because you might just go out there and eat a slice of bread and thinking, okay, so I could eat a slice of bread, which is going to give you about 80 grams of carbohydrate, or calories all adds up. So be careful of what the amount of carbohydrate in terms of how much gram, but definitely a half a cup of rice will not hurt your diet. A slice of bread will not hurt your diet. Years ago, I used to eat a peanut butter sandwich every morning, and I do keep my weight off. I did keep my weight off at that time, and I'm eating bread. Be mindful of your carbohydrate intake. The trick is, if you start to eliminate everything from your diet, you are going to get bored and you're going to crash and burn. You're going to crash. You're going to crash. You're going to fail because you're going to find yourself longing for something. And when you long for, let's say, a cup of rice, when you go to eat the rice, you're going to eat like 2 cups of rice because you so want it. And when you get that taste, the next day you're going to feel for it. And before you know it, you're back to eating in your old-fashioned way. However, if you take a half a cup of rice and eat it today and feel satisfied and not eat it for another 2 days, then it would have been able to stay on point and on track. And Eileen, I eat all grain toast now, and that is also a good option. Still be careful of the amount that you eat, but that also contains a lot of fiber that is going to help to flush the system out. Ruth Sitter, this is the first time I'm seeing you. Welcome. I always eat late as well. Eating late is not a part of this weight loss challenge. I can't stop eating, especially this lockdown. All I do is eating. So for those of you who have been, going through the process of the lockdown and pigging out, a lot of us fall into that trap. Last year, round about January, February or so, I was comfortable with my weight. I went through the whole lockdown for the rest of the year. And when I weighed myself the other day before we start the weight loss challenge, the honest truth, this is something I didn't even share with you guys. I was shocked. I was shocked. Because I was thinking that I gained weight, but I was thinking that I was probably about 65 pounds or 62 pounds or somewhere there. I was shocked. The first time I went on the scale about 3 to 4 days before the weight loss challenge, I was 178 pounds. Like, I've never ever been that heavy. And I know I didn't start. So within that 1 year of just little to no movement, you can't go out to eat, you can't go to the waterfront to walk, you can't just do anything, and because of that you just give in to what is going on or sit and watch the news and just eat. You gain all that weight, and I'm sure I gained 20 pounds at least last year because I've never ever been this heavy without even knowing. And then I start to be like, no, this got to stop, this got to go. So now I am so mindful of what I am consuming, and also I now start to get up, walk around every hour and a half, walk around, because I also know that sitting down and working, just working nonstop, because you're gonna work. If you work from home, guys, you're gonna work, and the reason why you're gonna work because you can't run out. It depends on where you live. I'm in New York, and we have gone through some terrible time in New York, terrible times. I was scared to even go outside my gate, and I'm not even joking. I was scared to go outside my gate. And then I watched a video where they were showing New York, because remember, March, April, let's say end of February, March, April, that is when it started to get really, really bad in New York. And New York was like one of the first states where things was, everybody was like, oh, and you go online and people like, don't go to New York, blah, 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 because it's like everyone was thinking this is only going to happen in New York. New York was shut down. I live pretty close to a couple of hospitals, and I see the trucks, I see I see things, okay? So I was scared to even go to the gate because I feel like things was floating around in the here. So what you do, you stay home, you work, you eat, you work, you eat. That's if you have a job. A lot of people didn't have a job. Lucky for me, I have a job. So work, eat without even thinking, and 178 pounds just like that. So I do understand, but you got to get used to the new norm. And what is the new norm? The new norm is that a lot of us will be working from home. A lot of us will be home, and you got to adjust that it's not just a weekend that you're spending at home. You know, a lot of us normally look forward to eating on the weekend because during the week you have work, you're busy, you come home, you wrap up something, and you just, you know, shower, go to bed to prepare for the next day. Now you are home and you got to break yourself into not reaching for the fridge. Not because you're home, it don't mean that you must go get that extra biscuit. Not because you're home, it don't mean like, you know, within an hour you're making a peanut butter sandwich. That is what I used to do. And I'm thinking that you know, I'm not really eating anything. I don't eat a big meal. The honest truth is, I'm not a big eater, especially when I have work to do. But my system is slow, and I would grab, like, I would say junk. Well, some people wouldn't think peanut butter and jelly is junk, but I would grab that. And even for dinner, I am gonna, like, if I'm not in the mood to cook and I'm hurrying up, I would just go grab a romaine noodle, drop some green beans in it, and I would just sit and eat that. I would like eat what I was eating for breakfast. I was eating a lot of porridge for breakfast though, cornmeal porridge, and full-blown cornmeal porridge with all the sugar and everything in it. Those are the kind of things, because I'm home, and then I'm making nice breakfast with now I remember what I was eating. I do vegan food, so I was eating all those vegan sausages, processed anyway, and all of that, and not moving, not working out. As a matter of fact, no motivation to go work out and gain all that weight. So the new norm is give yourself a time of the day to eat when you're home. Give yourself time to eat, and that can help you a lot. So if you get up and you said, okay, today I'm going to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, give yourself the time. Set your time. Breakfast is going to be whatever time you get up in the morning, and lunch is going to be whatever, and try to eliminate the snacking in between. The only thing I suggest that you could actually snack on when you are in between meals is some nuts, because nuts is really healthy and it's also contain protein. But do not get up and go to the fridge every second. Practice to work from home. Practice to, be disciplined even though you are home, because it might be a while before we get back out there. Michelle, drink more water. Many times you feel hungry. It is not hungry. You are really thirsty. Drink water and unsweetened tea. And that is also an excellent, excellent, excellent advice. Drink the water when you feel thirsty, and be mind, and write down everything that you are eating. Write everything down so that you do not, go overboard. Any more question? I'm at Walton Park. I take a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. After taking it, I drink a cup of mint tea and do work. Okay, so someone, Donna is, I take a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. After taking it, I drink a cup of mint tea and it works. And she's giving you a remedy of how you can use the apple cider vinegar to lose weight. And I'm very familiar with the Walton Park area. It just went out of my head. I was gonna give you a street name. Anyway, it's a street I used to walk on a lot. I have friends that live in the neighborhood, and Four Road, I think they call the beginning of that street. All right, so Morton Park, yes. Anyway, let's see. And Susie, please, I can't read all of that, Susie. When I do exercise, I get headache and I really want to lose weight. Please, what should I do? Garlic is amazing. Okay, garlic is amazing. You can actually get your garlic, fresh garlic that is, pound it up and boil your garlic tea. AM and PM. Another thing that you can add to that garlic is the turmeric. The turmeric is also amazing. So mix both the turmeric and the garlic, and no more than about 6 ounces, AM and PM. It's not only going to help tremendously, but it's also going to help to speed up the metabolism. The best way to work out is to walk. The best way to work out is to walk. So you walk instead of doing all, the other things that comes with working out. What you're doing is building your stamina up. So get up and walk. And when you walk, don't walk like you're going to sometimes if you're late to church, you got to walk fast. Don't walk like, just walk you know, to a space, not running or anything, but walk comfortably enough that you can tell that you are walking, not just strolling. That is, just walk. And if you don't have a park or anything like that to go to, you live somewhere where you could walk around your house, walk around your house. Or if you're in your room and you have space in the room, just walk around. So start by walking. Time yourself when you're walking. Time yourself. So that means you're going to walk. The first day you're going to start, you're going to walk for 15 minutes. The second day you're going to try to walk for 20 minutes till you're walking for 30 minutes. And just keep walking, walking. And if you have stairs, even better. If you have stairs, stairs are some of the best workout you can get. Full body workout. If you have stairs, just go up and down the stairs. You take your time, up and down the stairs at least 20 times. That is going to help tremendously. You do not have to work out vigorously because you have certain situation going. Anybody has on the chat app any advice for, you know, working out, for any ENI Sui comment? Go ahead and share your thought. Ilda, hungry pan can be cut down, nuts as you said, but not too much of the nuts. I do that a lot, and then I drink water and the pan is gone. I pull the day without challenge. I pull the day without challenges. Yes, guys, not too much nuts, as she said, a handful of nut per day. Because you are so right. Because guess what? If you have like the nut in a bag on your decks or something, you're gonna find that you'll be eating them. Before you know it, you eat a whole bag, and that is a whole set of calories that you will be intake. So no more than a bag, and whatever you're gonna eat, put it in a little Ziploc bag. That's what I do. And you know that when you finish this little Ziploc bag, them handful, you know that it is for the day. So you don't, you know, go back, run back in the kitchen because it is there. Just practice to behave like, you know, nowhere near the pantry. Okay. All right, guys. So 36. So Denise, for sure the weight got your body so fast. It used to bother me. Thanks. I learned a lot now and doing better. Yes, the weight just keep coming on. All right, if you are just, can I use turmeric powder and garlic or ginger? Yes, you can use the turmeric powder. I've been using the turmeric powder of late. However, the best turmeric to use is the fresh turmeric. If you do not have the fresh turmeric powder, make sure it's at 100% turmeric powder. And if you don't mind, you get it the organic. I'm not saying to get the organic because, you know, we all know that not everything is organic. It's just that because it is in powdered form, and sometimes with these things you never know what they might add and still put on the label 100%, but you have a little bit safety cushion if you go for the organic turmeric powder. But yes, go ahead, and if you don't have the organic turmeric, use the turmeric powder. As a matter of fact, I think I just posted a video showing you how I make my turmeric tea, which I've been trying to drink every morning. All right, so if you're just joining, we're doing a weight loss challenge. We're doing sharing tips and how to get those pounds off, stuff that you can eat, and just sharing each other experience and how to get rid of the pounds. This is our 4th week starting today of the challenge. And last week we were eating a half of what we normally eat. We were cutting back on sugar. We also was drinking 48 ounces of water. We were working out, not eating after 7 p.m., trying to get 6 to 8 hours of sleep. We were also replacing one meal with a shake or with a smoothie, a shake, or a small salad. And what else were we drinking? 48. We already mentioned the water that we were drinking. That's what we were doing last week. Now this week, guys, this is our final week of the challenge, okay? And I want to tell you, if you have lost just 1 pound in the challenge, it's okay. If it's 1 pound, 2 pound, 3 pounds, it's okay, because we're gonna keep going at this. And don't give up. Don't give up. You have a month to work yourself. Next month you definitely will do better. Guarantee that you will do better if you really, really want it bad. Now, what are we gonna be doing for the final week for the 10 days challenge? How are you feeling, guys? Are you still feeling motivated? I am. What are we gonna be doing next week? Next week, we are going to try to up the water intake. Yes, it's the final week. We're upping the water intake. So the first thing that we are doing for next week, we are going to try to drink between 48 ounces of water to 64. 48 to 64 ounces of water. Now, notice I still mentioned 48, okay? I still mentioned 48 because if you can drink at least 48 ounces, before it was 36 to 48. Now it's 48 to 64, which is a gallon of water. Most people recommend to drink a gallon of water when you're trying to lose weight. I didn't want to start off telling you to drink a gallon of water. We gradually working up to the gallon. However, if you can get to at least 48, that is good enough. 48 ounces to 64 ounces of water for the day is good enough. We're really trying to flush the system out this week. The next thing that we are going to be doing this week is to eat half of the amount that we normally eat. However, we are going to try to eat more protein this week. This week is a protein week. If you can eat protein with a light salad for this week, I would be grateful. If you can eat more protein this week with less carbohydrate, meaning on your dinner plate, you're going to have some salad or some greens or some greens fall on the spinach, but you're not going to have the white stuff on the plate. You're not going to have like the rice. You're not going to have, I got to say flour because, you know, some people make dumplings and stuff like that. We're going to just try to cut the white stuff out this week. It's going to be tough, but it's the last week. And if you can push it, you can push it. So if you can cut the white stuff out. However, listen carefully. Listen carefully. For the white stuff. So starting tomorrow, which is Wednesday and Thursday, no form of a carbohydrate on the plate. No form of a carbohydrate on the plate. Meaning you're not eating the side potato. You're not eating the side, whatever side you eat with the carbohydrate. You're eating protein and vegetable. Protein and vegetable. Protein and vegetable 2 days. The third day, you're going to go back to eating your carbohydrate. Half of the amount you normally eat. So for the entire week, you are going to eat 2 days on, no carb, 1 day on, carb. 2 days on, no carb, 1 day on, carb. Okay? So that means you only have 2 days to worry about not eating carbs. Okay. Now, when I say not eating carbs, I know some things you prepare is going to have carb. So we are trying to not eat more than 40 grams, not 20 now, 40 grams of carbohydrate. How can you count it? Look on the label. Look on the label, Google it to know how much to use. It's easy to just not put the rice, not put the pasta, not put the, what else? The dumplings and what else? I don't even remember what else people eat, but with the carbohydrates at the side food. But try to eliminate carb 2 days, more protein. Now, if you eliminate the carbohydrate, and this is where the trick comes in. If you eliminate the carbohydrate on the plate, it means you can eat more protein. Let's say you normally eat 1 chicken leg, you normally eat a cup of rice, and you normally eat some vegetables and stuff like that. If you eliminate the cup of rice, you can add another chicken leg. You're going to feel full eating the 2 chicken leg, but you're not going to have the carb. How do I know that that worked? That used to be my diet for years, and I kept my weight off. So for 2 days, no carb. The next day, you eat whether you want a cup of pasta, whether you want a cup of rice, whether you want a dumpling on the side, you eat it. And the next 2 days, you go back to no carbs. Now, where are you going to try to get that, the 40 gram of carb from? You actually is going to get that probably like from your breakfast, because some of you are still going to, do a shake. And it's gonna be somewhere in there. But the direct carbohydrate looking at you like that, like the bread, like the bagel, like the beali, like the yam, the sheen, the potato, we're going to try to not eat it. But on the third day, you can eat it. That is how it's going to help you to not feel deprived, because you only have 2 days. Protein, protein, protein. Now, when you're going to be eating your protein, there's some good proteins and there's some proteins that, but all protein is protein. But if you can stick to lean meat, like, not so fatty, if you can get like fish is good. I'm not trying to put you out of the way, and I don't want to dwell too much on the kind of meat to eat, but just know it's protein, and be on and just not excess fat. Although if you're eating a no carb diet, fat is good. Okay, if you're eating a no carb diet, fat is good, but we're still trying to get at least 40 grams of protein per day, because you need that energy. You're going to read labels. You're going to really read labels. If you can do that for this week, you might be able to help to shed the extra 2 pounds or 3 pounds to make it up to your 10 pounds. So eat half of your regular food, but now it's going to be protein and meat of your choice. 2 days on, 1 day your favorite carb, next 2 days no carb, and the next day you eat your carb. Okay, and that should help tremendously. Along with doing that, you're still gonna do 1 meal replacement. 1 meal replacement. Okay, just like you did last week, you're still going to do that meal replacement, and you're going to choose which other meal for the day. You're going to eat the small salad, and you're going to drink a smoothie. Now take a note, guys. When you make that smoothie, watch the carbohydrate. Okay, when you make the smoothie, a lot of people don't know that smoothie could be loaded with carbohydrate because it's coming from the sugar. So that smoothie might have your 40 gram of carbohydrate. Some people don't know how to count the grams and all of that. I understand. Just estimate. Okay, it's just a guide that I'm giving you. It's not legal rules. Okay, it's just a guide that you can follow. Also, this will help you to learn to read labels. Some of you don't read labels, so start to turn the labels over and start to look at how much carbohydrate or how much sugar is in the label. Very, very important when you're trying to lose weight. The beginning of the challenge, we didn't bombard you with all these fancy stuff telling you to read the label, do that, because we want you to get comfortable. We're trying to bring you to things slowly, 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 slowly. So no carbs, and if you really want to lose the weight, it works. Some of you are already eliminating the excess. So that's the word I should use, the excess carbohydrate. Okay, so you're gonna do 1 meal replacement just like you were doing last week, and you are gonna choose. If you have any comment or any question, go ahead and ask it right now. This is a good week for you to lose those extra 2 pounds or 3 pounds. If you have a question, go ahead and ask right now. Okay, that's another good thing. If you're using protein powder mixed with water instead of milk, the honest truth is you really do not need to use milk to mix the protein powder. When you use milk, you're just adding more calories to your drink. Practice or do half and half. Okay, all right, half and half, not the half and half cream, but half water and half almond milk or whatever it is that you use. All right, so any question? Ellen, I find intermediate fasting very exciting. I'm excited. It excites me in the sense I don't count the hours, and when I'm at the 16 hour, I fight to make it 20 or more, but so encouraging. And we want to try some of that, and someone on the chat actually is gonna share some tips on how to do that. But the fact that we just start our challenge, we're trying to not bombard people like with fasting and all of that, but eventually moving on and getting our weight loss off, which is a continuous process. We might start to implement some of these practice. Taryn, I don't like milk in my smoothie, so I only use water. Thumbs up. Ellen, what can we take to give us more energy? You're still gonna get the protein is gonna help with energy, and you're still getting carbohydrate. It is very, very difficult to only have 40 grams of carbohydrate or 20 grams of carbohydrate. So you're going to get some hidden carbohydrate in the food that you eat. I'm just telling you to not make it more than 40, but I do know, because if you eat some carrot, which you're going to think that, okay, it's carrot, you're going to get a bit of a carbohydrate, and carrot is also one of root vegetables that most people think is safe to eat. But if you do like cabbage, you're still going to get traces of carbohydrates, a little, you're still going to get that energy. And if you get that protein shake going, that's also going to help you to get energy also. All right. And any more question for what we're going to be doing this week? Please comment. All right, so let's run over what we're going to be doing this week overall. Let's start with water. We are drinking 48 to 64 ounces of water. That is one thing that we're doing that is very, very vital. Now, if you want to do your apple cider vinegar that we just spoke about, you can do that. When you're doing protein for the week, please avoid processed meat. That was the reason why we spoke a bit about processed food and processed meat. There's a lot of people think that, okay, let me just go and have a salami sausage sandwich or something. Those processed meat have a whole set of things in there that could really throw your diet off, okay? So definitely 48 to 64 ounces of water. You're going to be eliminating the white stuff, and you're going to have more protein, a high protein diet for 2 days. Next day, you go back to your regular half the amount you normally eat. The next 2 days, a high protein diet. Next day, you go back to the regular half of the amount that you normally eat. Now, after you do that, you're still going to replace one meal every day with a shake or a light salad. A shake or a light salad. Now, for this light salad, you can actually have protein in the light salad. For your shake, make sure that it's high in protein, meaning using your protein powder. So if you do not have the protein powder and you're going to do the salad, you can have protein. Last week, your light salad, I was just saying, just have a salad, a basic salad for your meal replacement. This week, you can have a slice or 2 ounces of any form of a protein with your meal replacement salad. So if you are having a shake for breakfast, you're having a light salad for lunch, and you're having a dinner rich in protein, you're good to go. It's only 2 days. The third days, you can have a half a cup of rice, you can have a half a cup of pasta, so you won't feel deprived. The next thing that we're doing, so far 3, water, protein, and meal replacement. We're still working out. And if you can go up to an hour for this week, is okay. But if not, between 30 minutes to 45 minutes of workout, whether you're just walking on the spot, whether you're walking up the stairs, whether you're going full out to the gym and doing all what you have to do, the most important thing is that you move. There's a trick that I want to give to some of you. If working out for 45 minutes seems like a long time and you can't make it, here's what you do. You can actually work out for 15 minutes 3 times for the day, especially if you're home. You can work out for 15 minutes 3 times for the day. Now, for those of you that are walking, you walk for 15 minutes 3 times for the day, and you're still going to get your 45 minutes in. If you're like a gym person, of course, you're going to try to do it for the 45 minutes at one go. But if you're home, you're walking, another thing you can do, 15 minutes of jogging on the spot. The next 15 minutes, you do your little cardio and so on and so forth, and you get your 45 minutes in. Easy without feeling like, exhausted. So you're definitely working out still for this week. You're not eating after 7 p.m. You are not eating after 7 p.m. We're still doing that. Do not eat after 7 p.m. You are also eliminating sugar from your diet. Now, here is the sugar fun for this week. Someone was asking where you're going to get your energy from. You're eliminating sugar from the diet. However, the days that you're going to eliminate the sugar, this week is good. You're going to eliminate sugar the 2 days that you're eating your your protein, those 2 days you're eliminating your sugar. And you're gonna be like, but why wouldn't you drink the sugar when you're, low on protein? It's the trick to the madness. The day that you can have, a small portion of pasta, you can also have a small drink or a tea with a little sugar. Do not overdo it, okay? Because that is going to fuel the body to keep it going for the next 2 days. Do not go back and drink a whole can of soda, okay? The treat for you on day 3 is that you can have a half a glass, fill it up with water of your favorite drink or juice. The 3rd day, when you're eating a small portion of pasta or rice, you can have your favorite drink, half a glass, fill it up with water, and that is your treat. So every 3rd day, you're treating yourself to a little sugar, okay? The next day, you're going back to no sugar. The honest truth, guys, if you do this week challenge for a whole month, if you can do this week challenge for a whole month or practice to lose your weight like this week is the best week, okay? The honest truth is this week is the best week. For those of you who are looking to really lose weight, if you eat a high protein diet 2 days a week and the 3rd day you eat, it's almost like saying you eat whatever you want to eat, because you get a chance to eat a little rice, a little potato, or a little pasta or whatever, and you get a chance to drink a little of your favorite drink, and then the next 2 days you go back to high protein diet, drinking your water and working out, you would drop the pounds. And honestly, for me, that is what I am going to be doing when the challenge is over. This week lineup is what I personally is going to be doing, because that's going to work as a charm. However, for some week, the more I go, I'm going to drop one of the days and turn it into like on a Sunday, where only one day of the week I eat whatever I want to eat. Did it before years ago, works like a charm. I know that I am older and my system is slower and all of that, and I know when you get to a certain age you just want to eat. That's why now it's like every 2 days you get a chance to not pig out, but to taste things that normally do for 2 days. So guys, we are cutting back sugar just like we did last week, meal replacement just like we did last week. However, for this week we are cutting back and most of the carb in the diet, and we're doing a high protein diet this week. We are not eating after 7 p.m. We're drinking 48 to 64 ounces of water. We are trying to get 6 to 8 hours of sleep. Is there anything that I'm missing? Working out. I mentioned working out. At least 40 grams of carb is what you're trying to eat, and that is what you're going to do for the last lap. Now, here is a bonus to the last lap. The bonus to the last lap is if you can do a flush, this week, and a lot of you can find many different kinds of flush on the YouTube. If you can do a flush, and when it comes on to flush, it's always advisable to consult your doctor before you do any form of a flushing. So if you can do a flush this week, and eat the way I told you guys to eat for the week, you're on your way to losing that extra 3 pounds for the week. And notice I said 3 pounds. If you can do all the rules for this week, come next Tuesday, most of you will be at 10 pounds. Especially for those of you who are already at 6 pounds and 7 pounds. And most of you will be between 7 to 10 pounds at the end of the challenge. Most of you will be at least 7 to 10 pounds at the end of the challenge. If you are still excited about the weight loss journey, if you're still, all game, comment. Now, if you're new and you're watching, and I know we only have 1 week to go, you still can join in and do 1 week of this challenge. Do just what I just told you guys to do for the week, and you might come back next week losing at least 2-3 pounds, which is vital, would be amazing. And then you can continue with us on Facebook to continue with the weight loss challenge. If you're still excited about the challenge, comment. If you're new and you want to join the weight loss challenge, comment the word yes. If you're new and you want to join the weight loss challenge, comment the word yes. The way to join the challenge, even though this is the last week of the 30 days challenge, is to take your weight, a picture. You can send them into khichibeauty@gmail.com. You can also join our Facebook page, and the link, I think, Lucy, I forget to put the Facebook page link. If you can get it for me and just put it on the chat, I would really appreciate it. So comment the word yes. Check us out on the Facebook page, and we're here every other night. So we're not going to be here tomorrow night. We're going to be here the following night. Today's Tuesday, Wednesday. We're going to be on Thursday night, and we're going to be keeping up with what is going on. Every Tuesday is our weigh in. So when you come on a Tuesday, you come with, the amount that you lose. Share your weight loss journey on the Facebook page. Share your meal, share your smoothies, share workout tips. Just go over there and share whatever you want to share. And we're also going to have some group meeting over there. So you want to become a member, you click on the link and you join the Facebook page. Come back here on YouTube every other night so we can discuss and encourage each other to lose our weight. Now it's that time of night where we're going to discuss our weight loss. So right now we want to hear from all of you that is still watching. For 3 weeks, how much pound did you lose? It doesn't matter if you didn't lose anything. It doesn't matter if you don't lose a pound. It doesn't matter if it's 5 pound, 2 pound, 1 pound. It doesn't matter if last week you lost 2 and this week you gained it back. Be honest and just share with us how much you have lost. Please comment. And if you're new and you want to join the challenge, go ahead and comment the word yes so we could take your name to know that you're a part of the challenge. Meaning when you come over on Facebook and you try to join the group, I would know the name so I could add you to the group because it's a private group. So Lucy just shared the link to the Facebook page. The reason why we're stressing it because the 1 month challenge on YouTube is going to be over next week. And we want to continue the challenge. We're going to be continuing it on our Facebook page. And maybe about a month or two, we're going to come back on here and have another weight loss challenge. But the challenge is not going to end. We're going to continue it. So join the Facebook page. Right now, we have 54 members on the Facebook page. If you want to join, just go over there. It's private. So we are not even keen on having thousands of people. If we get thousands of people eventually, that's good. We want people who are really motivated and people who are going to come on the Facebook page and comment and share their smoothies and share their weight loss journey and share tips and just about, how to flush toxin, how to eat cucumber, how to make the juice. That's what we want on the page. So go ahead, comment, guys. And if you have not give the video a thumbs up and you're still watching, go ahead and thumbs up the video. Now let's talk about weight loss. Look at me, guys. How do I look? Do I look like I'm losing weight to you? My face is looking a little leaner, like, yeah. All right, so let's take the result. Let's take the result. All right, Jesse, 4 pounds. Empress Chichi, Lucy, and fellow Kishian. Yo! 4 pounds. And what I want you guys to give is the total weight loss for the 3 weeks. The total weight loss for the 3 weeks right now is what we want. However, if you want to put what you lose, the week before, and then you want to say how much you got this week and give me the total, then go ahead. And don't give up and don't be embarrassed. If you didn't lose any weight, comment that, hey, I fall off, I didn't lose any weight. Now, we already know that Makeup Forever had lost 11 pounds, okay? And I don't know who is going to top that because I sure cannot top it. So Makeup Forever had lost 11 pounds. And I think Loretta had lost 7 pounds. And let's go scroll down and see who else. Anne-Marie Billing has lost 8 pounds. And Margaret, 7.2 pounds. Jar for 3 weeks, 4 pounds, 12 ounces. Still going great. And Essie, I just joined and I'm hoping to lose weight this week. You definitely will, especially if you do what you need, the challenge for this week. If you're just joining, every week we have a new challenge. Even though we're doing it for 30 days, every week is a new challenge to build us up to get to our weight loss journey. Now, for me, let's see who else want to comment and let us know. Lucy, what's going on with you? Did you lose any? And for those of you who do not have a scale, I know I have some people doing the challenge who do not have a scale. Let me know if your clothes is feeling a little looser. So just comment. And Lucy is fluctuating between 5 to 3 pounds every day. You know why Lucy's fluctuating like that? Guys, check out is it the Facebook page? I don't want to get in trouble. Is it the Facebook page or is it your Instagram? I don't know, but I've been watching Lucy, like really healthy stuff, but a lot of food. And that chef of yours, I'm thinking about ironing someday for some event. And the food look good. I'm so impressed with that salad, the cucumber watermelon salad. I need a recipe for that. That's why our weight is fluctuating, because she's eating. All right. So sorry to throw you under the bus, Lucy, but I know you're eating, but some nice stuff, right? I need a recipe for the watermelon cucumber salad. All right. All right. So, Everett, can we do oats? Oats is loaded with carbohydrates, but it also have a lot of fiber. So you can have the oat a little, watch the amount, read the packaging, and that would cover for your 40 gram of carb. So you can have a small bowl of oatmeal, which is going to for your carbohydrates, for the 40 gram of carbohydrate. Yes, you can. Okay. But not a big old bowl. You know what I'm saying. Okay. All right. So, Eileen, I weigh in at 134 this morning, and my afternoon I weigh at 136. That's normal. That is normal, because when you start to walk around, the water you drink and all of that is gonna push it back up to the 2 pounds. That is why you only give your weight in the morning. Okay, only use the first weight that you weigh in the morning. Now, when it comes on to me, I might look like I have lost a lot, but I've lost 8 pounds so far. 8 pounds. So right now I am 178 pounds, and I hope to lose the 10 pounds. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get that extra 2 pounds off and not gain any more, because sometimes you can actually put it back on when you get to this stage. But I have lost 8 pounds. How am I feeling? Amazing, energized. And that's another thing. I don't know if it's a combination of the turmeric tea, and also I am doing like some sericity tea and all of that too, and I'm feeling good. And I'm working out, guys. Yes, I forget that. I am actually working out, and I think I told you at the beginning of the challenge that if I start working out, my weight is gonna go, and it is the truth, because my system need to move. And when I start to move and groove, I know I'm going to lose. And guess what, guys? We're going to talk about, when we come back on next week, about when your body get into fat burning mood. There's a time that your body will get into that mood where you're going to start to lose more weight, but you got to build it up to get to that, and do the little things, the little tips that I'm sharing. It's really, really helpful. Okay, it's really helpful. And when your body reach that stage, that's when the weight is gonna start to go. When we come back on Thursday, I'm gonna share some information with you, and that is why I'm telling you not to give up. Cat Eye lost 4 pounds, perfect. And Lataya, love you right back. JC, total normal weight behavior in the morning. Yes, so someone is explaining. Joy, I just want to know what flaxseed oil is good for. Now, flaxseed is good for a lot of things, and it also have protein. You can actually use, well, you want to know what is good for. It contains protein. It also, if you take flaxseed, it could help to flush the system. You could actually chop garlic with the flaxseed oil, just as how you do with the olive oil, and it helps to flush out toxin from the body. So you can use it to make on your salad and stuff like that. It's really high in protein, and it's good for a lot of gut action. Okay, all right. Any question? I hope I didn't. Donna, you look wonderful. I love your hands. I need my hands to look like yours. I don't know if I lost any, but I see that my belly is going. That's what I need to hear. You don't know. You definitely, once you see like the belly going, then you know something is happening, and that's what I want to know. You're going to watch your clothes and see how you feel, and you're going to know. And sometimes you do feel lighter. You feel more spriggy, like you can do other things that you don't normally do, and you get a boost of energy. All of that is good for your weight loss journey. So definitely that I gotta lose my weight, and I'm telling you, I'm actually using you guys to motivate myself. And I said this from the beginning of the challenge that I want this so bad that I'm using you to motivate me. And that's why we're doing the challenge. We're coming on here and we're doing what we need to do. And I'm also making sure that I get enough step in every day. So whatever movement I make, yes, this is like my little new watch, and it's not as expensive as it looks. Some of you might be like, oh my goodness, this is not. No. It's, I just wanted to walk around with, so I go cheap. All right, so that is my time for tonight. If you want to join the challenge, go over and join our Facebook page. Come back here on Thursday night. Remember, protein, high protein diet this week. I'm using the word diet because you guys know what I'm saying, okay? High protein, more vegetable, leafy vegetables is what you need, okay? Leafy vegetable like the lettuce, the pak choi, the cabbage is good. If you can, let me tell you something. If you can steam some cabbage this week and eat it with your protein, for the 2 days, steamed cabbage and protein, whether it's purple cabbage or green cabbage, you're gonna be flushing out. Like, works like a charm. Spinach is good, like spinach, pak choi, and then you have the regular salad leaves like the arugula leaves and the baby spinach and the mixed greens and the mescaline and all of that kind of a thing. Go along with that with just your meat for your dinner. And eat. Another trick is if you can eat the heavier meal like roundabout in the middle of the day. I know it's, a lot of people might not be able to do that, but if you can do that, that can also help. And yes, you still could have your tea after 7, but no sugar. Remember that you can still have your tea without sugar after 7. Try not to eat after 7. That is my biggest struggle, to be honest, eating early, because I really don't get around to the kitchen before 7. But I'm trying, like really trying. I had a late breakfast / lunch today, and I'm not really feeling hungry, so I'm not gonna eat dinner for say this evening, but I'm gonna have a cup of tea when I'm finished with the show. And another thing, if you don't feel hungry and you have something in your stomach, don't force yourself to eat. A lot of times we have that habit where, because how many of you, like, let's say you normally go to work. I'm just using work, and notice I said normally because some people are staying home now. And when it comes on to lunchtime, I always said work could let you gain weight. Like when you work in an office, it could really put a lot of weight on you, because when it's lunchtime and everybody going to lunch, even if you don't feel like eating lunch, you feel like you need to go eat lunch. Some of you might understand what I'm saying. What about polenta? Polenta is really corn, and its corn do have starch. So you got to be mindful of the amount of corn that you eat. It do have corn, okay? I mean, starch. That is also starch. You can have a little polenta, count the amount of carbohydrate that is in it. But yes, corn do have starch, all right? And polenta is corn. Corn, polenta, cornmeal, grits, okay, so those are some that is made from corn. I was trying to remember what else make from corn. This corn, but you have white corn and you have yellow corn. Yellow corn is cornmeal. White corn is grits, but it's all corn and it do have starch. Okay, all right. Lurbet, for me, listening motivate me to live healthy. So I'm walking regular in sunny Jamaica. Stop showing off yourself with the sun. We had snow here in New York today. Anyway, I do understand. And that is it too. If you don't need to lose weight and you just need some tips and how to stay healthy, because this is what this is all about. This is not all about just the body looking right. And I talk about this at the beginning of the challenge, that for me is not only about the body looking right, but I need to be healthy. I need to be healthy. I need my system to be clean, and I need to be energized. And especially for some of us that is at the age where, the big old menopause and all of these that is coming on, that can have you feeling depressed and down. And you really need your body to be like, moving and feeling good. So do it even, watch what you eat, and you can even practice the healthy way of eating even if you're not trying to lose weight, because that's going to also help you to feel good. So this week, remember, still having your 48 ounces to 64 ounces of water. You are not eating after 7 p.m. You're also trying to get 6 to 8 hours of sleep. You are exercising at least 30 to 45 minutes. And if you can go an hour, you exercise. You're eating half of the amount that you normally eat. However, you are doing one meal replacement by cutting back and taking out one meal, adding a small salad or a smoothie. You're also, for this week, eating a high protein diet. You're doing a high protein diet. You're cutting out most of the carb, trying to eat not more than about 40 grams of carb. And the next thing that you are doing, I did mention sleep already, and you are meal replacement, water. Okay, so I already did all that you're doing. Let's run it over again so I don't forget anything. Sleeping 6 to 8 hours, walking or working out at least 30 to 45 minutes. You're drinking 48 to 64 ounces of water. You're not eating after 7 p.m. You could do tea without sugar. You are eating half of the amount that you normally eat. You are replacing one meal with a small smoothie or a small salad. And this week you're trying to eat a high protein diet. This week you're trying to eat a high protein diet. So that is what we are doing. And the most important thing is it's every 2 days for the high protein diet. Every 2 days. So tomorrow, which is Wednesday and Thursday, you're going to eat high protein diet. And Friday, you're going to go back to eating a cup of rice, just adding a little bit more carbohydrate. You can even have a half of can of soda and fill it up with water. And the next 2 days after that, you're going back to a high protein diet and cutting the carb. And you're going to do that the 5th day, you're going back to eating a little bit of a carbohydrate, and you're going to keep that trend going. Keep that trend going. And if you keep that trend going, you're not going to feel deprived because you have your carbohydrate and your drink state to look forward to, okay? And you're drinking the water. Drink the water. Drink the water is going to help to flush the system out. So that is what we are doing for the week, which is our final week. I hope one person already had accomplished the 10 pounds, and I'm hoping that me personally will accomplish that 10 pounds for next week. And I also hope more people will at least lose between 7 to 10 pounds by the end of next week, Tuesday, which is our weigh-in. We're going to be back on Thursday, so look out for us on Thursday. I'm also trying to post some weight loss tea and some weight loss drink on the channel page, so you can actually check those out and share them on your Facebook page or your Instagram, whatever your social media is. And if you're new and you're just joining and you want to be a part of the weight loss challenge, you can start and do the challenge for this week. You should lose at least 2 to 3 pounds at the end of next week, which is our weigh-in, so you still could join. And we're also going to continue the challenge on Facebook, so you can click on the link that is in the chat for our Facebook page and go over there and ask permission to join. It's a private group, so you definitely will need me to approve you. So once you click on join, then come back a few and look to see if I get over there and approve you. So that is my time, and I'm excited. Guys, do whatever you got to do. Get that 2 pounds out. Get that 3 pounds down. Do whatever you got to do. You can do it. If you believe in yourself, you can do it. As a matter of fact, if you believe in yourself, you can do whatever you want to do. Whatever you put your mind to, you can achieve it. You just have to stay focused. Focus, focus, focus. That's my time. I love you guys. And go and watch the video I post. I make a small video showing how I make my turmeric. It's a vlog that I'm doing, but I just cut it out just for you to see the way I make the turmeric. Some people were saying there's no sound. No, there's no sound. I cut the sound out. However, the full video is going to be on the vlog channel, but just a quick way to show how to make the turmeric. And for the person that need to have the garlic, go garlic and turmeric, just boil it and drink it as a tea. And if you can take it with no sugar, no sugar. And for those of you who are looking for losing that extra pounds, it's also good to go get your ginger, drink up your ginger tea, drink up the turmeric tea. Those are gonna get some cayenne pepper, add a little dash of it in whatever you're taking, and even some cinnamon powder. Those are ingredients that help to speed up the metabolism. That's my time. I love you guys. Take care. Look, try to do the challenge. Try to stick to it. Even if you fail, pick yourself back up and do it. If you eat a cookie tonight, don't eat it tomorrow night. Just try your best to do your best to see how much you can get out of that. Remember, you're not doing it for me, you're doing it for yourself. I'm not trying to lose weight for you, I'm trying to lose weight for myself. Okay? I love you guys. Be good to yourself, my beauties. And I'll see you on Tuesday with another in our series, 30 Days Weight Loss Challenge. Night, night, everyone. Bye-bye.